everybody, welcome to the PK Fashions channel. It's your girl, the PK Fashionista, and I'm so glad you joined me on today because today's video is going to be about this lovely Serger that I have right here. So I wanted to show you a little video on how to thread the Serger. Most of your Sergers, if yours came out like mine, was already threaded. So you're like, yeah, I don't have to know how to thread it. It's not going to match the garment that you're wearing or whatever. So those are just demonstration threads so that you can see, you know, exactly what's going on inside the machine, blah blah blah. Okay, number one, when you thread your Serger, make sure it is off. Mine is on because the light cut on. Now it's off. Still plugged, but off. 2, there is a little compartment on the side right here. And I just figured this out today. So, yeah. I'm teaching you guys as well. There's a little compartment on the side. And if I can get it off again. I think it was just... I got it off last time. It just slides off. I'm struggling, but... There is a little compartment on the side and it just slides off. And inside of that was a little packet like this. And what it had in it was a pair of tweezers. It had a little screwdriver and 2 extra needles for your convenience. Located inside of this little pack, this little compartment thing. So I didn't know that, so I went to the store and got some more tweezers and ended up spending, I just went to the store just to get some tweezers and ended up spending $39. So please don't do that. Right here is the actual part, and you just take it. Okay, you see what I just did? You just take it, slide it to the right, and then pull it back. Like that. Okay? It's that simple. Please don't make it hard. I'm going to do it again just so that you guys can see exactly what I did. Just take it. There's a little place where you can put your finger in so you won't have to worry about breaking it. Take it, slide it to the right, push it down. Okay, that's going to stay down the whole time while you're threading the machine because the machine parts, some machine parts are going to have to go through that way. Now, this machine did not come with a cleaning brush. However, my sewing machine did. So what I did was take this down and I saw that there was some dust in here. So what I did was just take it. It's not that dirty simply because I've never really used it. I used it maybe like 3 or 4 times since I had it, and I had it in a few months. That's sad, but hey. I got to get the sewing machine down packed first. But I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But this is a cleaning brush. And basically it just collects the dust. I don't know if you guys can see, but it collects the dust on the brush. If for some reason you don't have a sewing machine with one, or you don't have one at all, you can invest in you a paintbrush. Very simple. Make sure you get it a synthetic brush because it collects the dust better. Okay. Normally, if I had been using this machine, all of this would be, you know, probably dusty. But it's clean as a whistle. Because like I said, I haven't been using it. But, yeah. You're just going to take the brush and wipe it off like that. Just to get all the dust. You need to make sure that you clean your Serger at least once a month. Getting all the dust. Depending on how much you use it first. You may want to do it more frequently than that. Now right here is a diagram, and I tried to zoom in on the camera as close as possible. but I wanted to have a little room. Right here is a diagram of how you're to thread your serger. First things first, I lifted this up, and this is basically where you put the threads at. Let me set this down for you to see. You can lift it up as high as it will go, and it goes pretty high. Like I said, the machine came with 4 different, this is a 4 threaded machine. The machine came with 4 different threads, and they all color coded according to these tension wheels that are right there. You see how they're color coded? You have this little rust color, red color that will go with this one here. This gold color right here that will go with this one here. This green right here will go, and this blue to the far left is the next one. After you place the red thread on the spool pin like that, you take it around here and you just place it through the loop, through the back like that, and just bring it through. Okay. Step of the process is to go on the second tension dial right here, which is the red. You're just going to go behind here. There's a little like latch so that you can tighten your thread. And you're just going to bring it down this little slot right here on the red line and put it on that little latch right there. You're going to hear it kind of like snap. The next red dot is right here, so you're going to bring it through this little loop right here. Okay. The next one is this little red dot. So you're going to bring it through that. You're going to bring it through this red dot. So you should hear your thread snapping. Everything is snapping into place. Okay, I wanted you all to see the areas that the red thread is going through. So everywhere you see a red dot is where the thread follows. There's another red dot, and it's called the upper looper, and it's that little metal thing, and I will bring it down for you to see. And you have to go through that hole that is right there. There's a little hole, and you're gonna have to put that red thread through there. That is the last place. Now if you can do this and the next step, then you are really good at threading it. This took me a little while to do, but as you continue to do it, the more better you would get. So You're going to have to take your time and use your tweezers. I use my tweezers and I use that little screwdriver that they gave me to help push it through that little hole, because it's a very tiny hole, but it will fit through there. You just have to work with it and make sure that it goes through there, because that's part of the threading process. So once it goes through there, make sure you put your thread under the presser foot and you are finished with the red thread, or the first step of the threading process. And the next part will be the yellow thread. I wanted to try the camera, holding the camera and trying to thread at the same time was definitely difficult for me, but I tried to show you as close as possible what I was doing. So hopefully you guys caught the picture of actually what I'm doing in the video. Now this next one is the yellow one. You're to take it back the same way you did the red one, behind that loop in the back, and then bring it down the yellow tension dial, that first dial, and then you're going to follow the yellow dots in that little area where the door is down. And this is called the lower looper. So again, you saw the little upper looper and you saw that there was a little hole in there. There's actually another little lever like that, similar, but it's in the lower part that the yellow thread has to go through once it goes through those little dots on this part of the machine. Yeah, I know it seems a little bit difficult, but once you get the hang of it, you can get it. Keep watching this video, keep watching several videos, and you'll get the hang of it. Once I threaded it, maybe about 3 times I got it. But you see there's a little yellow dot right there on that lever. You got to put the thread through that little hole. Yeah. So, and it just takes tweezers. It takes whatever you can to push it through that hole so that it will be able to go through. Once again, once that lever is threaded, you're going to place the thread underneath the presser foot, and then you're finished with the yellow thread, the lower looper. I'm going to try to see if I can do another video on this with somebody holding the camera, because it's very, very difficult. But I tried to show you guys how I did it, and it was kind of difficult holding the camera as well as threading the machine as well. Now once you get that through the hole and you place it under the presser foot like I did on this demonstration, you're going to start on the next thread, which is the blue thread, and you're to bring it down through the blue tension dial. First you got to snap it in the back. Remember that I don't have me doing that on the video, but I'm assuming you guys know from the red and the yellow thread. You got to bring it down and you're going to look for the blue dots. So make sure you follow the blue dots when threading the blue thread. Once you threaded that, make sure you go around that little twirly thing above the A and the B right there on the machine. You got to go through that and then place it through the needle. Now you're wondering, which needle do I put it through? You're going to put it through the B needle. And that was kind of difficult. Those needles seem to be a little bit smaller than the regular sewing machine needles for some reason. I have no idea. but I don't know. Also, you need to do the green thread the same way you did the blue, just following the dots, and then you were to put it through the A needle. That I didn't really demonstrate that because you guys could, you know, look at the dots, and it's pretty much easier than the upper and lower looper. So that's why I really demonstrated that part. I just, for demonstration purposes, I just changed the dial. I just showed you how to change the tension of the thread. And I'm just going to show you on a piece of fabric how it came out, so that you guys can see, you know, if it's threaded correctly, how it looks. If it's threaded incorrectly, I also show you how it looks as well. So I'm going to show you on this piece of fabric. And it's just some, it was cotton, a cotton blend fabric that I have right there. And these are more like for pajamas and stuff like that. So I just wanted to demonstrate how it's going to look whenever you finish. And as you can see, that little thing that was sticking out, that's the blade. The sergers have a very sharp blade, so you need to be careful whenever you're sewing, because you can really get hurt whenever sewing, and it goes like super fast. So you have to really watch yourself. I'm going to show you on this piece of fabric how it looks whenever you sew that together. And whenever you finish, I always just pull it out, and its thread is going to be looking like that. All you got to do is just cut it off. So now I'm going to show you how the fabric is going to look after it's been threaded. And I set the tension dial at a high tension, so it's going to be a little bit thicker. And I also kind of like spread it apart so that you guys can see. So now I'm going to do the other side. I'm changing the tension to be a little bit tighter on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side so you can see the difference of the way that it looks. Okay. At the end, you can just pull it out a little bit and cut your thread off. And this is how the other side look. You see how it's a little bit tighter because I changed the tension on it, so it looks a little bit different. So this is the conclusion of how to thread a serger. If you, I will make another video. I promise you, I will make another video, and hopefully I will get somebody to film it for me that will actually zoom in how I want it to be zoomed in and everything, so you guys can see a close-up of how everything is being done. So stay tuned to the next video. Thanks for watching the PK Fashions channel. Bye-bye.